covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
So I want to talk specifically.
California Senator Alex Padilla was forcibly removed from a press conference in LA today, held by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem.
But first, breaking news, a power outage impacting more than 1,400 PG&E customers east of Highway 70 in Palermo.
Take a look at this map from PG&E. It's their outage map that shows that it's impacting homes and businesses along Palermo Road, south Villa Avenue to Grubbs Road and Palermo-Honcut Highway. Of course, this is the south end of Butte County. PG&E says that it's the problem that they are fixing right now. They are making repairs. The estimated time, though, for restoration right now is not till 9 tonight. A federal judge heard arguments today on California's motion to limit the use of National Guard members in Los Angeles. According to the lawsuit, the president's action was unlawful since he did not involve Governor Gavin Newsom in the process. Today's hearing was over the state's request for an emergency court order. Well, after arguments, the judge said he would try to quickly issue a ruling in the matter. And after days of unrest in the streets of Los Angeles, the turmoil turned indoors today to an LA news conference.
Yeah, that's when Senator Alex Padilla was forcibly removed while trying to question Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Jeff Nguyen has more from Los Angeles.
To the rioters and to the politicians in Los Angeles.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary.
California Democratic Senator Alex Padilla removed from a news conference after interrupting Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem while she was speaking. He was pushed into a hallway where this happened.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go and put them behind my back.
Padilla was not arrested or detained. He says he was already inside the federal building in Westwood for a briefing with a general when he learned about the secretary's news conference nearby.
I was there peacefully. At one point, I had a question, and so I began to ask a question. I was almost immediately forcibly removed from the room.
The secretary did take questions from reporters after her prepared comments, saying immigration operations in LA will continue and increase.
Well, we literally have tens of thousands of targets, so I think that's what's more important.
In addition, federal investigators are offering up to $50,000 for information leading to the arrest of 40-year-old Elpidio Reyna, accused of throwing rocks at federal vehicles during violent clashes in Paramount this past weekend.
So I thought it was very productive.
After the news conference, the secretary told reporters she met with the senator for about 15 minutes.
His approach, was something that I don't think was appropriate at all. But the conversation was great, and we're going to continue to communicate. We exchanged phone numbers.
U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley says the agents in the room did not know who the senator was.
My understanding is he came in under false pretenses.
We will hold this administration accountable.
Padilla only read a prepared statement, then walked away without taking questions from reporters.
You're not allowing us to ask questions.
If this is how the Department of Homeland Security responds to a senator with a question, you can only imagine what they're doing to farm workers, to cooks, to day laborers.
Today's incident prompted condemnation from many congressional Democrats in Washington and from Governor Newsom.
The Shasta Arson Task Force is asking for your help in its investigation of recent fires in the city of Shasta Lake. Now, the task force is specifically investigating fires that burned yesterday and into today near Pine Grove Avenue. If you have any information, give the Shasta County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit a call. Now here's a live look over Tehama County from the Alert California camera here, and we see really quite clear blue skies today, Haley.
Yeah, gorgeous for your Thursday. Sade Pullen's tracking conditions for us, which really couldn't be better for the very tail end of spring.
Yes. Very beautiful temperatures that we're having. Let's look at them currently right now. So for the valley, temperatures are in the 80s to 90s range, pretty average temperatures. For our foothills, temperatures are in the 80s range as well, 70s to 80s range, I should say. And then our mountains are also in the 70s to 80s range currently right now as well. So pretty nice temperatures as we ease our way into summer. Now this is a look at our wind speeds currently right now. The highest that the wind gusts currently are in the valley Valley is 16 miles per hour. They're more so funneling towards the Red Bluff Redding area currently right now. For our foothills, the highest that the wind speeds are currently is 6 miles per hour. And then for our mountains, the highest that the wind speeds are 14 miles per hour. So like I was saying, we're mostly seeing those wind speeds kind of funneling its way north, but it's looking great overall. And this is a sneak peek at our temperatures that we're going to be experiencing tomorrow, which I'll break down next. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sade.
Fire season's here, and if you don't know your evacuation zone, it's very important because those are the numbers we give out over the air. That's what first responders will tell you during an emergency when it's time to go. Just find the tab under our website under News Links. The Orland Community Pool reopened after a major renovation, and swimmers today took full advantage of it.
And Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe shows us the welcome improvements there.
The newly renovated Orland Pool is open this week, and if you've been to the pool in years past, you may know that usually there have been layers upon layers of paint to make the bottom of the pool smooth. But now, after a $400,000 renovation, the bottom of the pool is now plastered and tiled, making paint chips and peeling a thing of the past. Then the Orland recreational manager explained to me that this pool has been around since the late 1930s. And now with the new renovations, it's given new life for more fun at the pool for years to come. And she says many youth groups and families have taken advantage of the pool this week to beat the high temps. And if you're looking to come and take a swim yourself, the pool is open Monday through Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. for open swim, and then 11 to 5 p.m. on Saturdays for open swim. Now, it typically costs $3 to swim, but there are a few free swim days available where it won't cost you anything, like this Friday or the 4th of July. Reporting in Orland, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
Looks good. The renovations cost $400,000. Esquivel says the construction took about a month.
Calfire staffing up ahead of peak fire season. Governor Newsom says the state launched a new website to help share information on the department's diverse career paths from firefighting and natural resource management to land use planning and information technology. Calfire Butte Unit says they're staffed up, but they are still searching for new hires.
We have some vacancies in the firefighter 2, fire apparatus engineer and fire captain ranks, as well as staff service analyst and our resource management bureau as well. We need a registered professional forester. So that position's being currently filled by a retiree of ours. But yeah, we're in need of currently diesel mechanics, resource management folks, and some fire suppression personnel to staff some of our fire engines.
Cal Fire's fire protection classifications divided into 4 groups. There's the aviation unit, the equipment and support services, fire prevention and safety, and firefighting and paramedics. If you want to start a career in firefighting, we have a link where you can get started on our website. Just click on News Links.
Crews broke ground on a new emergency animal shelter in Redding this morning. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield shows us why this is the first of its kind.
Haven Humane Society's new $2 million, 4,000 square foot building will be able to house more than 100 dogs and cats in the event of an emergency. The new facility will be 3D printed by Redding construction company Emergent 3D. It's the first commercial building in the state of California that will be entirely 3D printed.
For every 5 of me that's aging out of construction, there's only 1 young person coming in. So the idea of automating construction makes a lot of sense.
Those who live in an evacuation zone of a potential wildfire will be able to bring their pets to the shelter during the time they can't go home.
That saves us a lot of time. It also saves us a lot of headache, and it makes it so that we can start serving the community quicker.
Reporting in Redding, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
Haven Humane expects to open the Disaster Relief Center by early next year. Still to come on Action News Now at 6, California has ordered that all new cars in the state be zero emission by 2035, but we'll tell you why that may no longer be the case.
And new at 6, how the town of Paradise is working to better support seniors.